morning and welcome to Chart of the Day Cafe for Tuesday, November 3rd, 2015. Just going to read our disclaimer quickly. Trading stocks is a high level of risk and viewers should complete their own due diligence on any stock or underlying that they intend to own. 100% of the content of this video and communique is intended for journalistic and educational purposes only. This video and all indicators, strategies, and articles herein should not be construed as investment advice. Thank you for your patience with that. So as always, we start our videos off with a 2-year weekly chart of the Russell Index. We use the Russell as our simple proxy for overall market health, strength, and direction. And because we never want to put a chart forward to our viewers unless we're putting it forward in a rising market environment. So as you can see from this weekly chart, we have not been putting any new Chart of the Day Cafe picks forward since right about here. Normally on Tuesday and Thursday in an uptrending market like this, I'm profiling my growth stock of the day. Growth and value, those are the two things that I really circle, but we haven't been putting any new charts forward since right about here because we don't want to put anything new forward when the market is falling like this. So I'm looking forward to price moving up and over this blue channel. We've been keeping an eye on this blue channel that price on the Russell was trading in between through much of 2014, and then we had this breakout in early 2015 to the upside, but as we all well know, in August and September we had that really horrific price action which brought price on the Russell right back into the lower band, and then it traded neutral through the last several weeks, but it's starting to look pretty encouraging, and it looks as though it wants to break up and over. And when it does, we will feature some new Chart of the Day Cafe picks. But until then, what we're doing is just managing our Chart of the Day Cafe model portfolio with some old Chart of the Day Cafe picks. So with that, at the beginning of every month, like we try to do, just to get perspective and lay the land, we pull the charts into the monthly perspective. And I think that's a really important practice to do. Let's just take a quick look at the Russell, S&P, and the Dow. I am going to get rid of or hide my drawings because they get in the way a little bit. Hide drawn items. So as you can see, we're looking at the Russell. This is the bar so far for November. This is October. So we're in this area of support. This was 2014, and we can imagine our blue channel line around price here. And it's moving up and over. So this is starting to look fairly bullish to me. As we've been talking about in our prior videos, the Russell has been lagging the S&P and the Dow. So let's go look at the S&P. This is the month of October on the S&P, so we're coming right into this range here of prior price resistance. The fact that it opened so high and the fact that this candle was so bullish would suggest to me that we will probably push through here. So just showing you this to keep an eye on and to have perspective. But bullish candle opened at the high end of the range. Interesting. So that's the S&P monthly, and then the Dow. Same thing, pretty bullish, coming up into this area. And just for the fun of it, let's quickly look at the NASDAQ because it's showing a lot of strength. We've got Facebook coming up on earnings. Microsoft was strong, Apple was strong, Google was strong. Maybe the NASDAQ will be the index that leads everything higher. Pretty bullish candle for the month of October. Already in the area up and over. And then one final XLY for the fun of it. Consumer discretionary. Again, bullish candle in the month of October, opening up on the high range. So with that in mind, let's go back to the Russell. Catching up mode on the Russell. So I'm going to move it away from the 5-year monthly back to the 2-year weekly, and I'm going to put my drawings back in. Thanks very much for your patience on that. And so here's our weekly, looking ever more perky and bullish, but we're going to wait until price moves up and over this blue band before putting any new charts forward. Going to move it into the 9-month daily, and we'll get perspective. We drew this trend line in, I think it was last Tuesday, haven't touched it, bounced off. This was yesterday. Today, I'm filming this at about 8:20 on Tuesday morning. Soft open, so we'll all probably open somewhere around here, but I will have a bullish posture and I will be looking for some follow through. So with that, let's go over our Model Portfolio, which, see if I can pull it up, holdings. So far we have Scott's Miracle Grow, which we added on October 22nd, Skyworks Solution I put back in yesterday, and General Motors. So we have 3 in there right now, and we're looking to fill 2 spots. The 2 spots, if we have a really bullish day today, if we do get that follow through and the move up and over the blue line between now and Thursday, the ones that I will be looking to, I should say, in past Chart of the Day Cafe picks with lots of value, sitting in interesting areas, is Calmine, CALM. This one I checked this morning, still has a very high value score and a dividend yield of 7.25%. So I would identify this as an area of support. I will look for price to move up and through our blue 8-day EMA. So it's very close. We might get that today or tomorrow, and if we do, I will add it to our portfolio. The other one that I'm keeping an eye on is Dominion Diamond, same thing. We had this in the portfolio. I sold it out because it went through our stop, but it's looking to lift here. If we get it back through that blue 8-day EMA, I will add it back in, and then we will have our suite of 5 equally weighted and fully diversified portfolio of 5 Chart of the Day Cafe picks, value and growth. So that's what we're looking for. As an update on the performance so far, this portfolio was started on September 8th. We had a nice run up. It's come in a little bit, so far it's up 5.94%. Added those 2 in yesterday, so with some price strength in the days ahead, I will look for this to make a higher high. We're looking for slow and steady. So that is our performance so far. And with that, I will leave you. Enjoy your Tuesday, and I will put out another video on Thursday. Thanks, guys. Have a good rest of the week.